Hey guys, it's Alyssa from AlyssaNalani.com. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be flipping through my setup of my bullet journal and discs. Now I say bullet journal, but I might be more correct in maybe saying bullet journal-esque because this is very modified and you'll see why here in a bit. But anyway, I've just recently come out of a bit of a planner slump and I was experiencing what I call planner cravings, or the itch to try something different in my planner system. And one of the things I was craving was bullet journaling. But one of the things that I kind of struggle with in the bullet journal method is doing it in a bound book. And that's just because I like moving things around, I like adding and removing pages, I like using dividers and having things organized just so. And you can't do that in a bound book. And so while I really wanted to satisfy my bullet journal craving, I decided to try it in discs rather than like in a Leuchtturm or something like that. So this is what I have come up with, and so far I am liking it. So we'll see how long this lasts. We'll see how it kind of grows and changes and develops. But this is what I've got so far. Now this is a Martha Stewart customizable notebook, and you can get this line at Staples. You can also get it on Amazon, but I'm not sure how extensive their selection is. But you can definitely get it at Staples. And this is a really basic setup, you guys, nothing too fancy schmancy. Here in the front pocket, I just keep some paperwork that I need to have on hand. We've got car registration coming up here and auto insurance renewal coming up, and that paperwork is sitting here behind this receipt that I need to file away. It does come with this pocket, which I really, really like, and so I keep this at the front with some journaling cards that I've punched and put in there, just a journaling card in there, a journaling card tucked back here. This is just a sticky note that has a list of the collections that are within these dividers. Because I have not written on the dividers, sometimes I forget what divider is what, so I keep the list here. Behind this journaling card, I just have this really pretty vellum that I got at Hobby Lobby. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got this at Hobby Lobby. I've just punched it and put it in the front there for some color. And when I got the dividers, I discovered they matched my vellum perfectly. So I'm really enjoying that. It's perfect for spring. Okay, anyway, this first divider is what I'm calling the Year of Faithful. Faithful is my word for 2019, and so I keep that there. And this is just the section where I keep all of my goals and priorities and things. So I have shown this in past setups. I believe if you watch my January Everyday Carry setup, this information is in there as well. And I think I go into a little bit more depth than what I'm about to. I'm just going to skim right through this. So here at the front, I have my mission statement that I wrote some time ago. And then I have what I call my life priorities and goals. And these are the priorities of my life. And then these are the goals that I'm working towards within each of those priorities. And then these are the tasks that I can do to reach the goals within the priorities. Again, I talk about it in, I believe I talk about it in my January setup video, and I also talk about it in my planning your resolutions and goals video. I don't think I got the title of it right, but anyway, I'll have it linked below in the description for you to check out. And I talk more about that. Okay, next is my 20 before 2020 list. If you're not familiar with what that is, I do have a blog post on my site that you can check out, and that will be linked as well. And it's basically just a list of things that I want to get done before the year is out. So I keep that there. And then I just keep this kind of diagram of what my updated planner system is, just for reference. I kind of had to mind map it a little bit to figure out where I wanted things. So I've kept that here in this section. The next section is where I keep my trackers and my calendar. So I had these in my my personal size setup. And so since I was moving my everyday carry to this half size, I went and I bought these in half size from Peanuts Planner Co. And this is her undated yearly pack, I think is what it's called. And I'll have those I think this is the only, yeah, these are the only inserts I have. It's one whole collection, one whole pack, and I'll have it linked below. And again, it's from Peanuts Planner Co. I love the inserts from that shop. Oh my goodness. So this is what I use for a future log. Instead of writing out a future log, it's already just, you know, set up really nicely, and I can write in birthdays and future events and things. And then I have this tracker, which has your months vertically and then the days of the month. And this is where I keep track of YouTube videos. And as you can see, I have not been doing all that great. February through April were just not the best. So working on doing better at that. And I also have this color coding system. It doesn't really mean anything except just to give some color to the trackers, and then whatever month I'm in, I keep that color. These are mild liner colors. I keep that mild liner in the pen loop as much as I can, because then I can just mark things off if I'm using that color. So this is YouTube tracking, and then this is blog tracking. And again, y'all, I have some work to do, guys, on the blog. On this side is where I keep projects. So these are things that we either need to plan to do, or it's already planned to do and I just need to write it down. That way I can kind of keep track of what we need to do, what's been going on throughout the year. This tracker is where I keep track of my Bible study and like spiritual growth reading or Bible reading. I did do some in these months. I have to find my old tracker for my personal setup because I need to fill that in. I don't remember all the dates. And I need to fill in dates in here because I've slacked off on that. And then here on the side, on this grid, I've just written down the books of the New Testament because my husband and I are reading through the New Testament chronologically, and I'll be able to mark off as we finish books. Okay, this side is where I keep track of my regular book reading. So this is just going to keep a list of the books that I've read, at least as far as I can go. This will not fit. Hopefully will not fit all the books that I read this year. And I also have to go back and find my tracker so I can fill in the missing dates. This is a workout tracker, which, yes, there are dates that I need to fill in, but not as many as I wish. It's just, this is what my life is right now. So I'm just gonna go past that. And then this is where I keep track of dates and spouse meetings. So dates get put in this color and spouse meetings get put in this color. And I do have some dates to fill in. Okay, I have mentioned in the past that tracking is not my strongest point, and I am just giving you an example of that. Next, we have my calendar. I'm going to show you what it looks like blank. This is what a blank calendar looks like. I just write the month up here, and then I'll fill in the dates. And then this is what my current calendar looks like. It's a little decorated, and I've got some stuff filled in there. Moving right along. Oh, here's a piece of vellum that I had. This was left over from one of my other setups, my personal setup. Actually, this was left over from my February setup in my personal planner, my personal FILOFAX. And I loved that setup because it was Valentine's and I just had a bunch of pretty stuff in there. So I had some left over and I punched it and put it in this book. Next, divider number 3 is where I do reviews and brain dumps. So I'm going to try to do a review at the end of every quarter and then do a brain dump at the beginning of every quarter. So I have a first quarter review, second quarter brain dump, and then, ooh, should not be showing that. And then like different projects and things that I kind of need to just sketch out as a new quarter begins. I should also be doing this monthly, but I have not been. The passion plan, I've just gotten a passion planner recently, and it has space for reviews and actually has specific questions that it asks. So I will be doing that in there, but I really do need to be doing quarterly reviews in here and just sketching out projects, you know, making sure that I'm keeping track of all the things, and then transferring that information in into my months, if that makes sense. My months and my weeks. So review and brain dump section here. Next is dailies. And I start that off with my to-do list for the month. And I did do a to-do list video at the beginning of this month. and check that out. This is my daily for today. Yeah, I haven't written anything down because my highest priority was to get this video done. So I do have some other stuff that is on, that I need to move or carry forward from the past couple of days. So yeah, this will get filled before the end of the day, but right now it's empty. And I just decorate it with happy planner stickers because I like happy planner stickers. And I do this on dot grid. So I just print dot grid off my computer, cut it in half, punch it, and throw it in here. The next section that I have is just for lists and plans. So like when we were planning Mother's Day, which we hosted at my place a couple weeks ago, we did a charcuterie board and some other stuff. And so I just kind of wrote down the things that we needed for that. So those kinds of things, different lists and plans. I'll also probably keep long-term lists in here, or I might keep it in the next section, which I'm probably going to repurpose. So the next section doesn't, and it just has dot grid in it too. Oh no, it does have some notes. So when I go to church, I try to take notes and I keep it in this section. But what I end up doing is keeping it in my dailies. Like last weekend, I think it's in my daily page. So that's kind of like extra. Like I'm trying to find a use for this divider. So yeah, anyway, more dot grid. I'm probably going to repurpose this at some point. Okay, next is business. So this is stuff that I can't show you because it's stuff for the channel and the blog. But I have this paper that I got off a paper pad. Just kidding, I did not get this off a paper pad. This was a single sheet scrapbooking paper that I got at Hobby Lobby. And I just keep that there. And this is a receipt that I need to file. I thought that was something that you guys couldn't see. And then this next section is for miscellaneous notes, and I'm actually working out the plans for another project that I can't show you. So yeah, nothing to see there. And this is actually paper from an ARC Junior. My husband has an ARC Junior notebook, and I stole some of the extra paper for this particular project because I just decided to. So anyway, that's what that is. That's another section. This is paper that comes at the beginning of your book. So your title page, personal reference pages, holiday pages, for your reference page, special dates, conversions and clothing sizes, so on and so forth. So this was at the beginning of the book, and I just popped it at the end. And you guys, that is it. That is it. Yeah, it's really simple, not much to it. We'll see how long it lasts. Like I said, I really was just trying to kind of satisfy my craving for bullet journaling, but you know how it is with those of us who use more than one book. Sometimes we have an itch to scratch in our kind of planner journey, and it just lasts for a little bit. And then we want to try something else. And there's nothing wrong with that because it's fun, and for a lot of us it's more of a hobby than it is just a functional thing. And so we'll see how long it lasts. We'll see. I might go back into my personal, who knows. I do like having the bigger real estate as far as space on the page. So that's something I'm really enjoying, but we'll kind of see how it develops. If you have any questions about anything that I have done in my journal or where to get things, anything interesting that you've seen, you can absolutely let me know in the comments. But otherwise, I will talk to you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.